Welcome to myprojectbuzzer.com. Let us see the title of the project, Safe Driving Using Mobile Phones. The abstract of the title, safe driving mentioned for the direction-based path for regular application. We have using the acceleration and the longitude based, we get the result of the routing. So the safe driving, we have mentioned the pump increases, everything we will calculate it. First of all, we need to the speed and distance based. Then we have getting the result of the easily distribution for the pump increases. So nowadays we have the embedded hardware field. The smartphone we have using to the sensor more powerful devices time of the processing. The sensor devices in smartphones have mentioned to the acceleration, magnetic and pressure, lighting sensor. The different type of sensors we have made it to the smartphones. So smartphones devices we have getting the result of the Android application to safe driving using Android application. The axis of the acceleration XYZ part we have mainly retrieved from the axis and checking for the devices. So the speed and distance calculations we getting the result of the sensor devices. We using the GPS with the help of the sensor. Now we have developing the process. The Android application to first of all we getting the location for the current locations. We have checking the source and destination part. When you start the applications, when you start the distance basis, when you start with the distance or speed, we have the source will be automatically taken. Next we have taken to the process for stop. When you stop the process, the destination mode will be closed. So the user traveling mode we are activating for the traveling time, the application will be run. If you start the button, we have the source. For example, you go to the Madurai to Chennai. If you traveling start on the bus, you start the application for the traveling on start. The speed will be calculated and automatically for the distance will be calculated for the destination node. When you stop the process, the distance will be calculated for the correct location for the speed and distance. Then check to the route of the path. The mapping will be generating for the Google Map. So Google Map we have helpful for the route of the path. So the route of the path we have using to simultaneously when you start and stop process for the source and destination mode. Getting the result we have linking to the Google Map and checking to the Google Map of map. With the Google Map help to the sensor, we have the direction based, nearby based, and the longitude and the traffic mode. Everything will be easily see to the already we have made it to the lot of the map in the solution. Let us see the flow of the diagram. So first of all we start the application. The application short need to the get location automatically getting. The location will be get on the GPS for the longitude, then will be forward for the longitude to the Google Map. So current location we are automatically getting that. Next we go to the mapping. So mapping we have including the longitude for the mapping. Google Map will consider to the Android application to travel in the exit. Next we start the absence. When you start the absence, the source will be calculated. The source will be calculated for the speed and distance based. The two phase mainly for retrieving the information for the start position. So start position will be started. The speed will be dynamically calculated for the varied to using the arriving or traveling trip using the, for example, bus, train, bike, everything we have start the process. The speed will be calculated. Next we have the distance and the path of the map. The path of the map will be to stop the process. The speed and distance calculated to the path of the map. The path of map will stop the process. The getting the destination node of the path will be generated. So start and destination part will be calculated to mapping producing that. So the safe driving telling to the mapping current location on the path and the speed and destination humping and pumping the distance for the accelerometer sensors we have using to the GPS application. First of all we getting the location. Click the locations. The GPS enabled to the location. The locations required for the speed and distance based no network information is not displayed because the emulator only, this application only run for the Android mobile. Get locations, we have need the satellite information for, so we need to the GPS connection or internet connection to that one. So first of all, we click the start button. In the start button, so we have the speed and distance will be calculated for the automatically process. Then dynamically getting the information for get location for current date. The speed required to the what current speed to the traveling and the what the distance for the traveling. This is both one automatically coming for the start process. So when you move on, the application will be run. Start the button, the speed will be calculated. Just you traveling to the car, bus, anything, airplane, anything to the speed will be calculated. Suppose you walking to the distance or mobile to driving the scooter, anything to speed calculate and distance will be calculated. Go to the map procedures, getting your locations first. So first of all, you getting the locations. So go to the map, it automatically call the map. So finally, you call to the C on the map. See on the path of the map, the route will be generated for this location to this location. You stop that one, the dimensions of the Google map will be ready. So see the path of the map, you click the path of the map. When you stop the locations, the Google map will be open. The Google map will be the start point and the ending point will be open to, and traveling modes will be route of the travel. The emulator cannot to open to the view for the route, but its application will be run in mobile devices is well. The Google map rendering to need to the internet connection. The Google map open, get the directions, regions, and everything will be show for the map result. The map result to path of the route for the starting and stopping process, and the speed and calculator, everything calculated before. We checking to the map on the emulator, we discuss to the path of the start and stop phases. So this safe driving mentioned to the location based to starting the speed point of the and distance based of the route map. So you check the source and destination part. The starting is the source part and stopping is the destination path. The path will be analyzed for the classification for the map. See the path of the map, we checking to the path of the map and route. The route map generated the direction based on nearby cities. To Google map contains the more option to derive to the map. But currently we are checking to the traveling speed and distance based to say safe driving. You're taking to the locations, go to the map and see the path of the map and routing map, checking to the traveling for the signal. Everything will be on the mapping sector. The mapping sector contained to the Google map. Those start the point and the stop the point will be generating the see the path of the map will be easily to identify the map.